Hi there, my name is Kush, and I'm a search marketing consultant here at Verndale. Today we'll be talking about a question that's asked of search marketing professionals all the time, namely, why should I SEO? But before we delve into that question, let's actually make sure we know what we're talking about when we say search marketing. So search engine marketing is actually an umbrella term that's used to describe SEO, or search engine optimization, social media marketing, and pay-per-click advertising. Search engine optimization is the process of improving the rank of your website within the search engine results page. I think a good way to think about this is to think about matching the language of your website with the language of the consumer. It's almost like for an e-commerce website, having targeted keywords is akin to having targeted keywords in a display advertisement. You've seen I've drawn here for a particular keyword. Google pulls other pages that have that keyword in there and highlights that for you, drawing you in and telling you that it satisfies your intent. When you have a display advertisement, it basically does the same thing, where it addresses the audience and tries to satisfy their intent with a value proposition. I think that this is a kind of a good way of broadly understanding what SEO is. Okay, so now we know what SEO is, but why is it important? I know it's not really necessary to talk about why Google is important, but looking at their historical data can kind of give us some insight into why it actually is important and significant. So, according to Comscore search data from May 2011, over 17 billion searches were made globally. Out of those 17 billion, Google had 11.2, Bing had 2.7, and Yahoo had 2.4. Now, that's a lot of search volume. There's a couple different ways that we can look at that volume to really understand what's going on. So first one I want to point to is paid versus non-paid search. So basically, what we've seen is that only 20% of the clicks are really clicking on advertising. The other 80% of the clicks, or according to that 17 billion figure, is 14.6 billion people are clicking on the actual results of the page. The second thing I wanted to draw your attention to is the first page of Google results. So within the first page of results, only 20% of people go past the first page. And within the first page itself, the first three results get 42% of clicks for the first one, 12% for the second one, and 8% for the third one. If your company is landing on page one, and especially within these first three results for a given keyword, you're an industry leader for that keyword term. Okay, so now we have an idea of what search marketing is and why it's important. But now where do you go from here? Now what? So we can broadly think of SEO in terms of two parts. The first is on-page optimization, or what you can actually do on your website to increase your ranking in Google. And the second is off-page optimization, or what you have to do off of your website to increase your ranking in the search engines. Here I've drawn the SEO pyramid, which is a pretty good roadmap for understanding kind of the layout of an SEO campaign. As many SEOs will tell you, fundamentally, content is king. Without having a specific sort of content that's either a product, service, information, a social function, or some pure functionality that your website possesses, no one's really going to come to your website regardless of how well optimized it is around a keyword. You could have the most optimized website, but it's really not going to matter because everyone will land on the website and then bounce. The second part is your keywords. This entails keyword research, keyword targeting, and really understanding what keywords the consumer uses to find the content that you have on your website. These two pieces basically are the fundamentals of on-page optimization. Please join us next time where I'll be talking about keyword targeting and on-page optimization. Thanks.